Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wealth Warriors presentation. It's Sunday, the 16th of August, 2026. My name's Andy Galloway, and I'm very excited at the moment because many of you know, many of my loyal fans and followers know that we've been putting Wealth Warriors together, a community building system. We've been trying to put that together now for about 3 years, and we've made great progress just in the last month or so, where we've actually consolidated all of this stuff into a platform. So what we used to do is join up in paying platforms and try to replicate the same lines of sponsorship across several different paying platforms. We had some success, not a huge amount, but some of us were really good at keeping our lines of sponsorship straight. And if you understand Wealth Warriors, you know that that's one of our basic things we try to do is to keep lines of sponsorship the same across all platforms. Now, you may not understand, well, we've only got 3 or 4 or 5 different platforms. When we've got 25, you will appreciate that so much. You'll really appreciate you took the trouble to do that properly right from the beginning. And for those of you who didn't do it properly right from the beginning, and you know who you are, you'll regret that because it will cause you a lot more work. You can't run 25 different platforms if you've got some people in your teams in some platforms and some not in your teams, or they're elsewhere in your teams, or they're your upline in that one, it'll all cause you so much pain, so much aggro, and it will cause you a lot more work. So don't do it. No, in fairness, we all start wherever we start, and some of you come into Wealth Warriors in that position anyway. So we're going to try and minimize your workload as much as we can. But you will find it easier if everybody in every line of sponsorship, sorry, if everybody in every platform is in the same position within the lines of sponsorship. And so we've been able to consolidate that into a single platform that's free of charge. It costs quite a lot of money to run that platform. At the moment, I'm funding all that. At some point in the future, as leaders rise to the top, then we'll talk about some sort of wealth sharing scheme where I convince them to give me some of their money, because now they've reached the dizzy heights, and some of their income is as a result of the help I've given them. So let's share the load a little bit. It'll be on a purely voluntary basis, but most people are decent people, and some of them will want to do that for me. So the point is, at the moment, that is free of charge to you to use as you like, as you see fit. Some people have suggested I do training sessions on how the platform works, what we can use it for, how we can use it to lighten our load. Some of you saw me just before this presentation going through some stuff with Chet there about how to put people into the waiting room and the benefits of doing that, how we keep communicating with that person. You haven't got to communicate with them. As a community, we communicate with them and just keep them on track. If they ever want to, if they ever have any aspirations of joining our community, then that's the best chance they have. Now, don't flood the whole waiting room with 25,000 people that you just have. You've got their email address from something else. These are people that you know that you can talk to, and you can say, look, I've just added you to a waiting room of Wealth Warriors. I told you a little bit about it, or I haven't told you about it. I will. I'll get you a video, whatever it is. But you've got to know them to be able to talk to them. Don't just put people into groups. You don't like it when people put you in groups and you didn't ask for it and you don't know anything about it. So don't do that to other people. We don't want people like that in our community. We want people who are willing participants. So there we go. That's the advertising done. What we're going to do this evening is I'm going to go through a small part of a presentation which will show a little bit about how Wealth Warriors works. I'll skip over some stuff. And then I want to get into a new platform that we've developed. Watch a nice video, very short video, about I think it's about 9 minutes long, 9 minutes 50, something like that. So we'll watch that. And then I'll show you how we've loaded that onto the platform already, and it's ready for people to start sending out their links and get their Wealth Warriors to register on that new platform. So what I suggest you do before registering on the Wealth Warriors platform is actually go to this new platform and register, and I'll explain all about what it is, how to do it, how much it's going to cost, and so on. Okay, and you'll see why I'm quietly excited about it. And I will confess that It doesn't quite meet all of our criteria as wealth warriors, but it is good enough that we can overlook the one that it doesn't quite fit. So bending the rules a little bit because rules are meant to be broken. As I've said to you many times, nobody hates all the rules more than I do. So let's not worry too much about all the rules. Um, so let's have a look at a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to share my screen. I'm pretty sure you can see that at this stage of the game. So there we go. Nothing in this presentation is given as financial or investment advice. You know that by now. Wealth Warriors is not an investment platform. We are a community, and I can say that with my heart singing, but when I say that, because I've been saying that for so many years, now I can actually demonstrate that it is a community rather than a platform. But we do promote online platforms that meet our strict criteria, give or take a little bit. If you do decide to invest in any of the platforms discussed, only use money you can comfortably afford to lose. And the presenter is a member of the management team for Veralio. Um, but I'm going to take that out of my presentation because we've just had a discussion about getting rid of Veralio. We haven't got rid of it. We put it on the back burner. I don't think that affects anybody on the call right now. And if it does, then I've communicated with you independently about that anyway. So Veralio is not part of our offering anymore, but we've replaced it with something different. So what's the problem with online businesses? Well, to be honest, and I'm sure you know this, there are just too many scams out there. If we run around, and I see some people doing that, I see some people who are in my Wealth Warriors community, they run around joining all sorts of platforms, just hoping it's like a lottery ticket. If I join enough of these things and one of them comes in, none of them are going to come in. Okay, there are just too many scams out there. The chances of you finding one that isn't a scam is very, very remote. And I'll tell you why it's very remote is because when you find one that isn't a scam, you won't like the look of it. Okay, everybody else is offering you 3% a day and 5% a day, and you can earn this much and buy this much, and keep your money in your own wallet until you can't, of course, because it's not really your own wallet. Okay, and it all looks wonderful. The ones that are not scams are not like that. They're not all super shiny. You don't get the shiny object syndrome. Okay, so somebody said years ago that the problem with success is it comes disguised as hard work dressed in overalls. Okay, and so many people are out there looking for success without realizing you've got to do the stuff that's going to get you there. And really, that's the whole basis of Wealth Warriors. There is no magic pill that you can just put some money into something, and in a year's time you're wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. Um, so there are just too many scams out there. There are some businesses that are not scams, and I was talking to Becky earlier about this, is that I've dealt with businesses for the last, I can't even think how long. I don't want to think how long, 30 years, 35 years. And most of them that are good honest people setting up a business because they have something to offer. They think they can do better than the last guy, maybe their boss, whatever it is. Okay, um, they think they can do a good job, but they're not business people. They don't know how to run a business. And so that's what trips them up. It's not that they're bad people. It's not that they don't have good intentions. It's not that they don't even understand the basics of what they're doing to make money. It's they don't understand everything else that goes with running a business. They're just poorly run. And if you're a poorly run business, you will go to the wall. Only 1% of businesses succeed. There are 5% of businesses survive 5 years. That's not even making a lot of money. That's 5% survive to the 5 year point, and out of that, only one is making any money. That's why they call it the 1%. One knows what they're doing out of 100, every 100. So we meet people online. They say, "Oh, I've got this great business. I know the owner. I've met him, and he's a nice guy." And okay, so what's his business experience? Well, none really, but he's doing some mining. He's doing some arbitrage. He's doing some clickbaiting, or sorry, I didn't mean to mention any platform names. But they're doing something, and you say, well, what do they know about running a business? Because if it's nothing, it's not going to survive. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting on my high horse, and I don't want to because I'm keeping an eye on the time. So businesses aren't scams and don't go bust. Some of them are good businesses, but they get shut down by the regulators because the regulators get a number of complaints about a business, and they think, oh, that's to do with cryptocurrency. I don't really understand what it is, but it looks a bit like this one that we shut down 2 months ago, so we're going to shut this one down as well. And uh, and that's it. The investors have lost their money because the regulators don't know what they're looking at. And so, they say they're there to protect investors. Well, that's all well and good. What about the investors that have already invested? And there's nothing comes of that. Okay, so I'm going to skip through. We're going to keep making the same mistakes if we don't learn. Um, And collectively, we can help most of us avoid the pitfalls of the industry. I always say that none of us are as smart as all of us. And some of the input I've had from you guys is, it's really helped me put this together. As you know, when we started 3 years ago, it was just kind of a fledgling idea. And we had to knock off some rough edges and add some bits in. And a lot of that came from you guys, what you wanted to see and how you think things should be organized. So you're going to get these benefits for being part of Wealth Warriors. One, you'll never lose all of your money to a scammer again. Nobody's ever going to say, nobody in Wealth Warriors will ever say to you, put all of sell your pension, get your pension fund out and put all your money into this. It's so good. Uh, Nobody will say, oh, you've got some life savings. Put it all in this. Okay. We're never going to say that to you. In fact, we're saying don't do that. If a business is good, if a platform is good, you don't need to put all of your money in straight away. Okay. It's going to be around for a long time. And if it's not around for a long time, then it wasn't a good business. Okay. Benefit two, you will protect your permanent network of contacts. You'll never rope people into something that you think is great. Your upline said, oh, yeah, 50,000 people. Great, get them all in. Your family, your friends, your work colleagues, get them all in. And then something happens and that platform goes bust. And these people don't talk to you anymore. They don't invite you around for drinks or Thanksgiving dinner anymore. Okay, that's never going to happen to you. And you'll see why in a minute. Benefit three, once you've started down the process with Wealth Warriors, so you get into one or two platforms, when we take on a third platform, or you decide to get involved in a third platform, you will build that much, much faster with far more profit than you did the first one or the first two. You'll see that in the presentation in a few seconds. You can build one business. You talk about the one business that excites you, okay? And you bring people into the one platform. For example, BitNext, you might think this is wonderful. I'm going to go and talk to 100 people I know. I know an investment club. I'm going to get all of them. Okay, all 2,000 of them. Okay, so that excites you. You go and talk to those people, you get them all in, and you then introduce them to Wealth Warriors, and they decide they're going to grow some other businesses, not just that one. Okay, so you're busy building one, but meanwhile, the process of Wealth Warriors is causing all of your other businesses to grow as well. So you can start small and build big over a period of time because, like I said just now, if it's a good business, it will be there for a long time. And so you don't need to start big. You want to start small. You want to spread out your portfolio. If you have somebody, spread it out over a number of businesses. And I'm not saying get started with a large amount of money. I'm saying get started with a small amount of money, but keep your portfolio balanced. Benefit six, this is a direct result of one of our platforms only. You can recoup loans, mortgages, and your recent expenditure. So money that left your bank account in the last 3 years, you can actually recoup it and have it come back to you. Mortgages you've had in the past, loans you've had in the past, all sorts of things, car loans, everything. Okay, that money can come back to you now. And one particular platform does that. And also, as a result of that, you can become free and wealthy and live an abundant life. So I'm not going to talk about the criteria. Many of you know that, but the important thing about this slide is 1, 2, and 3 means we can maintain the lines of sponsorship across all platforms. That's an absolute given thing. That's what we must do. It's got to be based on real world applications. There's an opportunity to earn a passive income and an active or team building income. Everyone in the team must be able to get behind it, and we need to be able to verify the company's legal status. So here we go. I'm going to show you, make an illustration. You have 100 people in your team, and you have one platform, and you're making $2,000 per month from that one platform. So this is what that looks like. Some of you like pictures, some of you like tables. I do both. Sometimes I'll do an animated chart of people moving around, and sometimes I do a table. So one platform, 100 people, and I said that you've got 10 personals, and each of those people have got 10 personals. It's probably never going to be like that. But your income is $2,000, so it doesn't matter where the income comes from, you're making $2,000. So then we get platform 2, and you've still got the same number of personals and exactly the same size of team. You haven't added any more people. What you've done is added a new platform. And let's suppose platform 2 also produces $2,000 a month for you, which means your income is $4,000 per month. So now the same thing happens with platform 3. You've added no more people. None of your people have added more people. So I'm just showing you here a function of having the same team in more platforms. Your income is $6,000. Now platform 4, your income goes up to $8,000. And with the 5th platform, you're earning $10,000 a month. Now, some of these platforms will be paying more, some will be paying less. It doesn't matter, it's an illustration. So you like that? You've only ever introduced 10 people, and they were probably the 10 easiest people that you had to talk to anyway. And they've all introduced a few people. And so your income is a reasonable income. You can survive on, if that's all you had as an income, you could probably survive on $10,000 a month. Okay, it would put you in the top, I don't know, 5%, 6%, certainly the top 10% of earners. And it depends what country you're in, of course. If you're in some of the African countries or Southeast Asian countries, you'd actually be, local royalty with that sort of income. But now we have a disaster because all goes horribly wrong. Platform 4 has disappeared. But here's the interesting point that I want you to take out of this bit. Your income hasn't dropped all the way back to zero. Anything you had in platform 4 that you hadn't taken out is gone, but you haven't lost everything because you didn't put everything into platform 4. You always had a balanced portfolio. So your income's dropped all the way to $8,000 a month. I suggest that most people that were living on $10,000 a month could also live on $8,000 a month. And if not, then you just have to tighten your belt a little bit, not a lot. But it's not a disaster. It's not the end of the world. You haven't lost all of your, like when you have a job, you lose that job, you lose all the income that goes with that job. This isn't like that. We've mitigated, we've been clever and built something. We built a community that supersedes what these platforms can do. Okay. So that's the most important. So that's the second most important thing, is that you don't lose all of your income. But here's the most important thing. You don't lose all of your friends. Your friends don't come to you and say, I put all of my money into that on your recommendation and it's gone and I've lost all my money and you're to blame. Okay, never talk to me again. You don't get that because they're all in 4 other platforms with you. They're still earning good money. They're earning 80% of what they were earning before platform 4 disappeared. So they don't hate you. They're aware that these things happen from time to time. So then as a community, it's our job to get another platform on the go. So now we bring in platform 6 and the same 10 people within about 5 minutes, the same 10 people sign up in platform 6. And then within about another couple of hours, all of their people sign up. And all of a sudden, you join platform 6 on day 1, you've already got 100 people in your team in platform 6. They think you're the best thing since sliced bread because they've never had anybody do that before. Okay, and whatever level, whatever rank you've achieved, whatever extra bonuses you've got for having 100 people, you get all that. Okay. This is what I mean when I say you can build a new business much, much faster because you're not convincing people to get involved in a platform. What you're saying is, look, we're wealth warriors. This is how we operate. We all get in the same platforms. There's no question. We don't think, do I like it? Don't I like it? Okay. We say, okay, how much do I put in? Where's my registration link? Okay. Because we're not going to be adopting platforms that are not going to be good for the community. I don't care about the individual platforms. I care about the community. If we keep getting involved in platforms that keep disappearing, it's going to be such hard work to build a community. If we get involved in platforms that stand the test of time, that are consistent, that do what they say they're going to do, and they don't keep changing the rules. They don't keep saying, well, now we're on this platform and now we've moved to this platform and you can convert all of your old money into this weird token, but you can take 10% and you've got to unlock that with new money. That's all crap. Only scammers do that. Okay. Good, honest platforms don't do that. So uh, we build our business, we build our community with platforms that are good, honest businesses, and it's so, so easy because you grow and you grow and you grow. You don't suddenly have a situation where people are saying, oh, this is all too much for me, and they start leaving. Okay, because it's easy to stay and there's benefits to stay. So this is the illustration I want to share with you. So the illustration shows four things. One is the stability of your income. Two is the stability of your network of people. Trust and friendship grows instead of diminishes. The ability to build new platforms with lightning speed and effort invested into your community today will be rewarded. You're building your empire on solid rock, even if the individual platforms are built on sand. When we try not to work with platforms that are built on sand. But if it happens, it's not the end of the world. Sorry, that was an interlude for me to finish my coffee. I'm now going to go over to um, yes, so I'm going to go over to the Wealth Warrior platform. Quick as a flash. That's the one. And again, I believe you can all see the Wealth Warrior platform. So this isn't a tutorial about Wealth Warriors at all, but this is what you'll see when you first log in. Your empire at a glance. You'll see the number of people in your community, the number of platforms we have, how many of those 24 people have registered in the 5 platforms. Now this is all dummy data, so don't worry about it too much. But if we have 5 platforms and 24 people in the community, if you have 5 platforms and 24 people in your community, then there is 120 different options. So the platform registration maximum of 120. You've got 6, so that's a 5% average coverage. So your plan is to constantly work on getting this up to 100%. You can identify who in your business isn't involved in the platforms. So we've got 24 people, and here we've got 1 person in BitNex, none in BeepX Coin, none in eEstate, 2 in Node Booster, and 3 in the Republic of Old Souls. So you can see that straight away on this dashboard. You can see how many new members have joined this week, and it's all 24 apparently, according to this. So that's your dashboard. You can check up on your members here. Don't worry about the error. Like I say, this is on a dummy site. And you can do some analytics on your members. One of the things I do like about this site is we have this little tablet here that says how to use. And it tells you everything you need to know about the page you're on. Oh, there's no members apparently. Not quite sure why. Oh, that's why I'm getting the error messages. Okay, let me log out and I will log back in again. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. We were only using this just before I switched the recording on. Failing that, I'll go over to the live site. And then we're going to wake up the servers again. So maybe the servers went to sleep, although listening to me do that last bit. Hopefully none of you guys did. So okay, I can edit this out of the video. It won't be, and if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Everybody's aware that you get technical challenges once in a while. I might have mentioned it to everybody. This isn't going to be a polished presentation. I had it all worked out in my head what I was going to do, but I couldn't do the actual physical work earlier. So are we there yet? Okay, let's sign in as me. So there we go. I've explained all this. So this is all about your members. Yes, I was saying how to use. Got it. And then if we go to platforms, how to use, it tells you everything about that page. We go to the comm center, how to use, tells you all about the comm center. Okay, so everything's explained to you. I was going to talk about the platform. So what we've done is we've introduced a new platform called Node Booster. And this is available on the live platform. You can go to About here, and it tells you crypto mining with a difference at the top here. And you can click in and read the brief description of what it is. So it says it's a smart move to buy into, oh, so that's the wrong one, that's Node Booster. Let's go back to platforms. It's BeepX coin, that's the one. So in the dummy version, we haven't joined BeepX coin yet. So because we haven't joined, we're going to pop-up box. We can't go to the page. There's the future of crypto mining as the alternative economy grows every day. Now that's a little bit of a nod to the freedom movement. I don't want to make too big a deal of it because there is opposition to anything to do with the freedom movement out there, alternative community, alternative, what's the word I'm looking for? Alternative economy, alternative income streams and so on, okay? Because you're not going to believe this, but there are people out there who want to control everything, every aspect of your life, including where you get your money from and what you do with it. So this is kind of a nod to that. It's not just about making money. Don't get me wrong. You will make money and plenty of it. But better than that, you'll be helping the security of the money supply for freedom-loving people like your team and like you. Don't wait to join BeepX Coin. So don't wait. Join BeepX Coin today and get your crypto mining system generating life-changing money starting right now. So that's what you will get if we joined BeepX Coin here. So let me give you. It's not got the link on here either as well. This is great, isn't it? So let me start up a video about BeepX Coin, and we'll have a look at why we're adding it to the system. And then I'll stop the share because it's going to come up in a different window, and I only selected that window. Where's it coming up? Stop. Stop. There we go. Make it bigger. Embigify it, as Homer Simpson would have said. There we go.
Hello and welcome. I'm happy you're here. You've already taken the first step by coming to this page. In the next few minutes, I'm going to lay out a truly exciting opportunity that is helping forward-thinking individuals change their financial future. Let's face it, the world of finance is changing, and it's changing fast. We're living through the rise of a new digital economy. For years, savvy early adopters have seen incredible opportunities in cryptocurrencies, but too often these opportunities felt out of reach. They required massive technical know-how or incredible risks. We saw this and asked a simple question. What if you could participate in this new economy without the complex hurdles, but with all the incredible potential? That's where BeepX Coin comes in. We built a bridge, making this exciting, high potential world accessible to everyone. We aren't talking about complicated trading or risky speculation. We're talking about creating a position for yourself in a project with real long-term vision. Before we go any further, I need to clear something up to ensure you have complete clarity. We operate as a private association of trust, and within that structure, we have two very distinct but synergistic entities. You may have heard of BeepExtra. It's a phenomenal established program that helps shops find new customers and offers powerful tools for them, such as being a leader in digital payments. BeepX Coin is separate from BeepExtra. BeepX Coin is your entry point into the world of daily crypto rewards and powerful team building. We are a mining operation created for forward-thinking speculators and affiliates. While BeepExtra is for shops and customers, BeepX Coin is for you and your growth. But here's where they connect. Both exist within what we call the Beep universe, or the private association of trust. Both are built on the same foundation, the innovative Steroid 4.0 blockchain. And most importantly, all the crypto assets from both entities are viewable in one convenient place for you at wallet.beepextra.com. Two operations, one vision, one unified space to see your progress. So what is the core opportunity of BeepX Coin? The answer is simple. It's the ability to acquire new Beep coins every single day. This is the bedrock of what we offer. As a mining operation, we manage the infrastructure. Your participation means you benefit from that activity. Imagine a stream of digital asset potential arriving in your virtual pocket daily. This isn't about being paid for team building yet. This is the core benefit that is available to everyone from day one. You don't need powerful computers or tech skills. We manage all of that. Your commitment gives you access to a proportional share of the mining. Now, I want to be perfectly clear. This is where the real excitement lies. While you receive these coins daily, the primary advantage is not trying to spend them immediately. No, the real opportunity is for you to become a strategic speculator. We look at the Bitcoin as a powerful long-term asset. The incredible potential for big price increases is where the biggest wins can happen. Imagine those coins you're accumulating daily, but instead of pennies, what if the Bitcoin reaches a price of $1 or $5 or even $10 or more? This is the vision we hold. And this is why we say that holding and accumulating your coins for the long term is the single biggest advantage of being involved with BeepX Coin. This isn't a quick win scenario. It's an accumulation of potential for a truly significant future. Now, for those of you with an entrepreneurial spirit, we have an additional, truly game-changing engine for wealth creation. If you choose to share this opportunity and help others discover BeepX Coin, you open up a powerful path to building a team and earning significant commissions. And let me tell you, this isn't your average commission plan. We have the highest possible commission structure you can find anywhere. This is designed to reward you fairly and generously for your efforts. But here's the most exciting part for team builders. While we talk about your long-term potential for your mined coins, the commissions you earn from building your team are designed to be practical for today. You can be paid for your team building efforts every single day. This is a powerful dual engine strategy. You have the long-term potential of your daily mined coins, and you have the very real immediate potential of a powerful daily paying income stream from your team building. We've created a commission system that truly stands head and shoulders above anything else in the industry. So how do you get started on this path? Well, it's a straightforward two-step process. First, your total entry cost is just $199. That's made up of your initial joining fee of $149 and your first $50 participation. Let's talk about how your $50 monthly subscription works, because it's designed to build a massive compounding asset for you over time. When you pay your $50 each month, you aren't just paying a temporary fee. Every single $50 payment purchases a brand new dedicated 2-year mining pack. That means month 1 buys you 24 months of continuous mining. Month 2 buys you another 24 months of mining. Because these packs accumulate, your mining power stacks higher and higher every single month. By the time you reach month 24, you have 24 separate mining packs all running simultaneously, flooding your wallet with coins daily. It's only on the 24th month that your very first pack completes its life cycle and expires, while all of your subsequent packs keep right on mining. It's a powerful compounding accumulation strategy built for serious speculators. That single investment unlocks everything. You get access to the daily coin mining, you get a position to start building your team and earning daily commissions. And most importantly, you get immediate access to our comprehensive 18-video training suite. This training is not an afterthought. It is, in my opinion, some of the best team building and business training you'll find anywhere in the world. It's not just a set of instructions, it's a blueprint for your success. I haven't gone into all the nitty-gritty details of the commission system in this video for a reason. All of that very detailed information is waiting for you inside your training suite. I want you to get involved and started, and then you can master the finer details at your own pace from the absolute best source. The world of digital opportunity is right here in front of you. It's simplified, accessible, has incredible potential for both immediate income and long-term asset growth. Don't let this moment pass you by. Click the button, complete your registration for $199 and take that step towards your new financial future. Get started now. I can't wait to welcome you to the BeepX coin family and see you thrive.
Okay. What are we going to share now? Do we still have that up? No, we don't. Okay, so I'm going to stop that video sharing. We go back to our Wealth Warriors present platform. And we're going to go to the live one now because the dummy platform, the sandbox, isn't geared up for this. So we have BeepX going here. So those of you that are personal to me, when you register in, or so when you go into the platform, you'll see this one's available, BeepX coin, and this is my link. So you can click this link, and it will take you to the BeepX coin platform for you to register. If you just want to go there and have a look around, then you can use this link. If you want to ask a little bit more about it, then you'll get just the text that I read out to you earlier. And once you've gone there and joined, then you come back here, you click on the I've joined. There's an icon here that says I've joined, and you get this box come up. So so my referral link will be in there automatically, and you then complete this with your information, your direct mining only link. So you get that as soon as you've registered, you'll have that available to you. And also your direct team building link that goes there. And you can decide here which one your downline is going to see when they click on your link, which one, direct mining or team building. Now, I suggest that you want to leave it at team building, or you want to set it team building. It's entirely up to you. In this case, however, for BeepX coin, it's the same place. They go to the same place, but they do get different information if all they want to do is become a passive income producer, mining coins, swapping their fiat currency for digital currency. And you will learn in the next few weeks why this is such a great ecosystem to get involved with. It's set for massive growth. I've been watching these guys for 13 years. They've touched base with me on some things over the years. We've worked a lot more closely on a few things more recently, and this platform now is set to explode. So yeah, that's it. It's set to explode. There's some people have been earning money from this platform every single month for 13 years, and now it's going to really take off, and we're going to be part of that spearhead movement to make sure that as this economy, as this alternative economy goes global, we're there to take full advantage of it with this BeepX coin membership. So once you've registered in BeepX coin, then you come back here, you fill in your details and save it. And what that means then is that the people in your team will see this. It'll turn red for them. It'll be red until you've joined, and then it will turn green for them. They will have your upline link here. They can go and register and come back and click on the I've joined icon. And so the whole thing moves on very quickly. We don't need people getting hold of people to send them links and stuff like that. It's all available in the platform. People register. So people come and visit the platform, say once a day, and then they see their uplines joined a new platform, and they think, because they're wealth warriors, I'm going to join that platform with them. Now, on Wednesday's presentation, this week coming, I'm going to do I think it's, I can't think, is it the 19th? Something like that. I'm going to do a presentation about the compensation plan, because you already know everything you need to know if you just want to be mining the Beep coin through BeepX coin platform. Then you already know enough. You pay $50 a month every month ongoing, and you earn kind of double or triple that in value of Beep coin. And as the economy grows, so the value of Beep coin is going to increase. Pretty soon there will be enough liquidity. You can cash your Beep coin in for other things. It's not there yet, but it will be. It will be certainly by the time your mining packages expire in 2 years' time. So you pay $50 a month. Every single month you buy a new mining package, and you just keep that going for year after year after year. Some people have been paying for those packages every single month for the last 13 years. Okay, they've got such an accumulation of Beep coin. They've only got to get it to hit 10 cents, and they'll be in clover. So sorry, no, I think somebody told me it's got to hit 40 cents, and they'll just get back all the money they've paid in over the years. So you already know that. What you don't know is the detail of the compensation plan. Don't let that stop you from getting involved and getting on and getting your details out to your team. If this wasn't good, we wouldn't be doing it, and it will blow your socks how big this can be, and how you earn not only off of your efforts but off of the efforts of other people as well. So it's a real community spirited thing. It's a real team building exercise, which I love. I absolutely love that. But without getting anybody too excited, without trying to hype you all up and make you think, oh, look at all this, shiny object stuff. Okay, it's absolutely not unreasonable for somebody to be earning $1 million a month from this in the next 3 or 4 years. Absolutely no reason why not. The maths, it's just pure maths at that stage, and that works. The economy behind it can more than sustain that sort of growth, that sort of payout. It's paying out huge amounts of money to some people, and it's really only very, very small. The economy is only small, and it's only in Thailand. Sorry, not in Thailand, in the Philippines at the moment. And so as soon as we get to, even if we just get to 40 different countries, it's going to be enormous. The plan is to get to every single country in the world. Big, I've been working with the guys on centralized, what's the word? Clusters of shops and clubs and agents in all sorts of different countries. The UK alone could support people, many people earning $1 million a month from this system, just from the economy available to us just in the UK. So imagine what you could do with something like somewhere like California or Germany, okay, Australia. These places have huge economies, and it's going to benefit from Beep, the rollout of Beep. It just is. This economy is, sometimes you get an idea whose time has come. That's kind of where we are. So my link is available here on BeepX Coin. Go join, register it back here, and then get the rest of your team to join, and then they get their team to join, and so on. So that's live now. Let's roll. I've just made it live about 5 minutes before this presentation started. So I'm going to do one last share, and we'll get back to finish off our PowerPoint presentation, because I love my PowerPoint presentations so much. And here we go. So we're on to back to our communications. None of this information I'm going to give you now is about the platform. We will start to communicate more and more through the platform, but that involves sending emails and Telegram messages. This is about our Telegram supergroup, but I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that going forward, because I love our Telegram supergroup. A lot of good information in there. So I need to make sure the new platform can handle all the info. For example, due diligence reports, and occasionally we post something in there about this motivational or informational. So how do we do that through the platform? I haven't figured that out yet. It's not impossible. I just need to figure it out. So we run a Telegram supergroup. So make sure you get added to that. We hold the Zoom call every Sunday at 10 o'clock. Attend it yourself and bring new people. Attend the Zoom calls of the platforms. Their schedules published in the Telegram group, and we might actually start putting them in here. I've just thought of that now. Is there any way we can do that? It'd be a lot of work for somebody to keep that up to date. I might allocate. We don't have leaders in the sense that other people can step in and do presentations for me when I'm not available, or other people can update stuff on the new platform. But at some point we might be able to allocate somebody who can keep for example, keep the BitNex presentations up to date, so that when you want to know when they're available, you click on that link, and so where you get all the links for all the platforms in one place. So for the presentations for all of the platforms. The one that would take most work, I think, is the e-estate, and then possibly the Republic of Old Souls. They both do a huge amount of uh, Zoom, not Zoom calls, but webinars and so on. For the Republic of Old Souls, join for free, work your way through the webinars and books at your own pace, but get things started as soon as possible. You'll understand why very, very, very quickly. Don't sit on that. Get the referral links for all platforms from the person who invited you to this presentation. Though that's kind of out of date now because we have it in the platform already. So register in all the opportunities and make a note of your referral link so that you can then update the site so that your people will know what's going on. Then make a minimum payment into all the opportunities, every opportunity. Greg, I see you got your hand up. If it's urgent, you can just unmute yourself and talk. Otherwise, I'm happy to wait. If you're happy to wait till the end, I'll answer your question then. So pass these links on to your front members. Yeah, make a minimum payment into all the opportunities. So I talk about having a balance across your portfolio. It doesn't quite work out like that. For example, there's a limit to how much you can put into BitNex. And the money you put into Node Booster is different from the money you put into eEstate. Republic of Old Souls is different again. BeepX coin, is a monthly subscription. So it's hard, but just have an idea. Don't put everything in, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Balance out the portfolios. Oh, sorry. What I did say is select the project that interests you the most. Okay, so always work with the project, the platform that excites you the most. So you might be absolutely nuts about eEstate and you talk to everybody about eEstate. But meanwhile, as your people get into eEstate, you're getting them involved in Wealth Warriors and they're all joining the other 4 platforms. Anyway, you haven't got to talk to them about that. They are talking to somebody else, maybe. They're going to the presentations about that platform and they're joining anyway. Okay, so you talk about the thing that excites you the most and then introduce people to Wealth Warriors. Very, very simple. Grow your community by bringing more people to the Wealth Warriors Zoom calls. People think they understand community. I defy any, except people that have been with me for a couple of years. Most people don't understand what community means in this online space because most people that use the word use it for a different purpose. They use it for their own advantage. They're trying to convince us we're getting something we should feel warm and fuzzy about. But when they, when the rug gets pulled yet again and we lose all our money yet again, but all these people that have been talking about community are still riding high, then we realize that what community means to us is different from what it means to them. So help people to understand what community means. Because you see, I have a vision. And this is going to take us over the time, and I apologize. But my vision is this, that there will be enough people build enough decent, solid businesses that, okay, no, rewind. The reason people get into all these shiny object syndrome businesses is because two things. One is we have a hope for something better in the future. We see other people making huge amounts of money, or so they say, and we want that. We deserve that. We feel like we deserve that. How come they get it, and so therefore we can get it? And there's some truth in that, but that's not the whole story. So there's that. There is the other side of it as well. Most people have greed. I have greed. You probably do too. But some of us realize that greed needs to be kept in check. And we don't do things. We identify that we want to do that because of greed. And so we don't do things operating out of greed. We've identified it. Okay. And so, but most people don't do that. They let their greed control their emotions, they cash in their pension fund, and they put it all into this because if I can just do this, I've only got to survive for 2 years and then I'll make all this money and all my prayers are answered. Where's it all gone? Okay. So the reason people do that, the reason people set up these websites is because people keep subscribing to them. You get these big gurus keep bringing hordes and hordes of people along to these platforms that are ultimately going to fail. Okay. My vision is that we will be able to give people good quality platforms to choose from. So our options, or somebody's options then, are go and join this crappy platform that's like all the other crappy platforms you've ever been involved with, where people keep losing money. Or look, we've got some good platforms over here. Why don't you come over here and give it a go? And if there are enough good quality platforms that are succeeding and thriving and growing, there won't be room for bad platforms to survive. Imagine in your town there are 10 restaurants, and one of them, sorry, if they're all crap restaurants, serve cold food, they're late, their service is terrible, the menu options are really limited. Okay, that sort of thing. If that's all you've got to choose from, then you'll go there. But if somebody opens a good restaurant where they serve hot food, the menu options are great, the waiting staff are attentive. Okay, all of a sudden everybody will want to go to that good restaurant, and the bad restaurants will be thinking, what's going on? And when you have 2 or 3 good restaurants, all the other restaurants will be going out of business, or 1 or 2 of them will say, maybe we need to change over and be better customer service than we have been. So that's my mission. It's a huge mission. I don't know how much traction I'm ever going to get on that mission, but that's what I hope for, is that we will influence the industry so that people setting up all these crap platforms, hundreds and hundreds every month, okay, they won't bother because nobody will be wanting to join their platforms. Okay, that's what I hope for. So there we go. So you only have to promote the platforms you like, build one platform and have 5 more, 20 more, 25 more, whatever. So we're building a solid foundation on which we can base our financial futures. You're part of that. You want to see things come into the system that's going to make it a better, more solid foundation. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, we're not interested in a flashy show, get things done today, hurry up and get in, got to be done, set a sale by the end of the month, or you miss out, buy 2, buy 1, get 1 free, that sort of stuff. Only by the 15th, or you got till next Tuesday to qualify. It's all rubbish. Real businesses don't work like that. They don't operate like that. So we want a solid foundation, and we only work with companies that are in it for the long term, as far as we can tell. We can be fooled as well, but we do dig deep. We only want 2 things when we join the platform: a passive income and a team building income. Everything else is noise. Put some money in, get this Visa card, like I say, buy this, get this, and get an extra one free by the end of the month. That's all just noise. It's all rubbish. Even if it's true, even if they do that, it distracts you from what you're trying to do. You can't run 25 platforms if you're getting involved in all of this other crap. You want a passive income, which takes you no time. You set it up and that's it. Nothing, no more time. And a team building income. And if you do it the way we're suggesting in Wealth Warriors, it's very, very easy to do. You're building the one team that you're excited about. That's where you're spending your time. And by osmosis, it's promulgating across the other platforms. So everything else is noise. We build a large asset starting with a small asset, and we build bigger and bigger over time. We do not gamble the farm ever. Only platforms that meet our rigorous criteria are even considered. So this is the bottom line. We apply our rules because we want to achieve our outcomes. We're not at the mercy of any one company, any one platform. Okay, if there's a platform, if you imagine you've got 20 platforms and one platform decides they're going to do something weird and wonderful, make strange decisions, which means they're going to go bust or shut down by regulators, or they can't meet their payment commitments, or they get cut off by their Visa provider, or whatever it is. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're not answerable to that one platform for the bad decisions they make. So it's important to remain safe on the internet. Do not share passwords or credentials with anyone. Where it's available, set up your 2FA on your accounts. And some of you know I'm really hot on that because it's the only defense that you have if that platform gets hacked or things get leaked. Okay, the only protection you've got is your 2FA. Back up your passwords and your 2FA codes in a secure location and make sure the executors of your will, your living will, your power of attorney, or your beneficiaries have access to this information. So there we go. That's the end of that presentation. I'm going to stop the share and we'll come back to the room. And Greg still got his hand up. So Greg, I obviously didn't answer your question in that last preamble or post.
Hey, Andy. How are you, brother?
I'm
Everything all
incredible,
right?
my friend. How are you?
Blessed. Good to see you. A couple of quick questions on this platform that's been running, I said 11 years. You said 13 years. One is, so it's, because I missed a couple of things. I happened to run into the store. One thing is, so is there a daily or weekly income, or is it just more so monthly? Is it monthly or yearly, the way it's set up, or is there income coming in besides commissions passively on a daily, weekly basis?
Not
Did I
not
miss
passive,
that?
not passively, no.
Okay. Um,
Okay,
number.
let me explain how how you can get money paid to you daily.
Okay.
Let's suppose you were to sign up one person today, one person
Mhm,
tomorrow, one person the next day, and so on.
mhm,
But
mhm,
so you do that for a whole month. In a month's time, all of these people start renewing their
mhm,
subscriptions, and you get paid your commission.
mhm.
So every month monthly anniversary, you get paid the commission based on their
From that,
renewal. So when you have enough
from that
people in
previous
your
month.
team,
From the previous month.
when you have enough
Mhm.
people in your team, you will have people, you will have money coming into your account every single day.
Okay. So how much is there's a subscription or monthly? I didn't hear that.
It's a monthly subscription. This is the bit that
Yeah.
I've turned some platforms away when there's enough
Yeah.
red flags. Sometimes just it's a subscription is enough
Right.
just to tip the balance. But in this case, I do like the monthly subscription. It fits the whole
How much is it?
business of what they're doing. $50.
Okay, because we know like I said, you, the owner, tribal chief, you don't believe in subscription. Okay, but I understand you're making an exception for this one. So it's
Yes.
50 a month, and currency in is I mean USDT or BTC or whatever or anything. What
Um,
currency is accepted?
it's the equivalent in USDT, but I think you can pay it on your Visa card, MasterCard. Um,
Hmm.
and in fact, what's recommended is to set up a monthly standing order on your Visa card.
Mm, okay. I mean my personal Visa card or the Visa card with BeepX. My personal
Um,
card.
Either one, as long as there's money to pay the subscription every month.
All right. I mean, they don't have one, do they? When I'm saying it's my credit card, or is it they have one?
Oh, sorry, no, it's your credit card.
And it's $50 a month, and so there's no passive income. It's just in the commissions is what percent? If I
No,
bring
so
somebody
no,
in.
the passive income is after
Mhm,
2 years. The
mhm,
first mining package, your first month's mining package, expires
yeah,
after 2 years, and you then have
yeah.
a packet of Bitcoin, sorry,
Mhm.
Beepcoin, that you can then do things with. Um,
Right.
and
Okay.
by then they'll have sorted out the liquidity because the economy is going to be moving a
Mhm,
lot better for them. So they'll have the liquidity, so you'll be able to move
mhm,
that into on one of the exchanges into other coins to
mhm.
withdraw, spend, whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
Or
Because the big because
just keep hold of it.
BTC is the one that BTC is still going up, and so they don't have another. So it's BTC. They're not using USDT or Ethereum.
Their payment processor can accept Bitcoin or
Hmm.
Litecoin.
Or like, and the reason I asked about the
But
BTC because we're saying over a 2 year period, we're putting in 50, the package, blah blah blah. Um, it's great if it was USDT or something because it's more or Ethereum because it's more stable. BTC
yeah,
is still kind of going up and down. Do you not agree with that, or you just feel it's going to it's just going to straight within 2 years, the up and down, the it'll pan out as far as more up than down within two
Yeah.
years. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
well, let me not answer that question, but let me give you a bigger scenario. Let's suppose in 3 or 4 years' time, you've got 95,000 people in your
Hmm.
grid.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, would you want them all to be going to their computer every 30 days and finding out how much Bitcoin they have to pay in and do a transfer of Bitcoin or
Yeah.
Litecoin, or would you want them
Hmm.
just to set up a standing order on their Visa card and that's what gets paid every month?
I understand that. Okay, but I'm talking about for the long, and the packages are good. So in other words, and what's the maximum you can put in to start? The minimum I take it is 50, and what's the maximum?
That's it. It's a $50 a month subscription.
Okay.
You
And you get a
you can
package.
you can increase that. You can put in multiples of $50. You could
Hmm.
say I'm going to have $1,000 a month, and you just that's
And you
20
can do
that's
that in,
20
in
multiples. So you've got 20
right,
subscriptions all in one go.
$50.
Oh, $50, yeah.
And then that's the package 50, and every month you don't have to, but you can just add on another package or multiple packages every month.
Yeah, no, the plan is that every month you buy a new $50 package. So your first month subscription, you buy one package. Your second month's subscription, you buy
Hmm.
another package.
Okay. So okay.
So once you bought that, once you paid for that package the
Yep.
first month,
Hmm.
that's yours then. That's going to earn for you for 2 years.
Hmm. 2 years. Okay. All right. So but passively, there is no passive. It's just the commissions. I bring somebody in at the end of the month. However many people I've got that's come in, I get paid. But I'm still asking, what is the percent? So if I bring in John, just an example, we use that name.
Yeah.
How much
Not
commission
picking
will
on
I
not
get?
picking on John, obviously, but yeah,
No,
you
I'm
bring
thinking
in
about hey, Andy.
a different, completely different and unrelated John.
Yeah, completely unrelated. So, what's the commission? What's the commission on what John? John gets a $50 package,
Yeah.
and at the end, and he gets them at the end of the month. Not unless you get multiple at the end of the month. How much am I getting from John? 1%, 2%, 5%? What percent?
Okay. It depends. I'm going to cover all this on Wednesday. It,
Hmm.
it depends where you are in the plan. Right now,
Hmm.
it would be 7%. So John
Okay.
pays $199 entry fee, if you like, or sign up fee. You get 7% of that. And
Hmm.
then he pays $50 for his first month, and you get
Hmm.
7% of that. And then
Okay.
every
I'm
month when
sorry.
he pays his subscription again, you get another 7%.
I understand. So, but again, so I missed something there. So, 199. What fee? What
Sorry,
is that
it's
called?
it's $149 for the registration. If I said it
Okay.
wrong, I apologize. This is
No,
the
that's okay.
this
That's
is
okay.
the truth. Now I'm correcting it for the video. This is the truth.
Yeah.
$149 for the subscription.
One
Sorry,
time.
yeah, one time. So that's for the registration, and you get 7% of that. And
49 and then 50 a
and
month.
and he also pays $50 straight away. So the whole thing he pays is 199. That's 149 for the registration, $50 for his first month subscription.
Got you. Got you.
And you
Got
get
you.
7% of that. And
7%.
every month
So
you get 7%.
I understand, but I don't get it until the month is up. I don't get it like daily or weekly.
You
It's
get it as
monthly.
soon as it's paid.
And again, you get paid in BTC or USDT. That percentage. How do we get paid in?
That's good. It's calculated in dollars. I will find out by Wednesday. I will know the
Okay.
truth of that. I think you can receive it in BTC or Litecoin, but I
Or
will
Litecoin or something like
but I
that.
will find
Okay.
out for sure.
Okay.
I'll have that question answered by Wednesday.
Wednesday. Thanks,
Yeah.
Andy. And they've been in business for, again, 13 years. You, you're that's a That's
Yeah,
bottom line.
I was
13
talking
years.
to
You
Lyndon the
clicked
other
on that?
day. I was talking to Lyndon the other day, and he said about 13 years. It might have been that it's been in development for 13
Hmm.
years,
Hmm.
and been in operations for 11 years. But yeah,
About
it's 30. It's a long time. It's 13.
okay. All right. Thanks, Andy. That's all I have.
Okay. I am going to go through how you can earn more commissions than that. One of the great things is that a lot of you will be in my grid, and so by me introducing people and putting them below you, you'll receive as much commission for my efforts as I do. So if I have another completely unrelated John, everyone's a John, every Tom, Dick, and Harry's John tonight, but I put them below Greg, for example, or put them below somebody below Greg. And when they pay their subscription, everybody from that person all the way up to me receives exactly the same 7% every month. Okay, so you get benefit from being placed in a team where other people are going to be putting people below you. It helps if you're going to put people below yourself as well, but if not, then eventually you're going to end up with some people below you, and you'll be earning commissions from that, whether you did any work or not. Because I can't fill up my grid unless all of you have filled up your grid. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, Becky, come and say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Um, I think one of the questions Greg was trying to ask and it didn't quite get asked is it possible to buy more than one package within the same month?
No.
Okay. Just wanted.
If you want to buy addition, so let's suppose you have a windfall, like you sell your mum's house or something, and um, you want to buy some more mining packages, then there are other packages available, and by buying them, so they're not part of the BeepX coin setup. But they are mining packages within the Beep universe, and the grid is set up that when you do that, you receive commissions as well, and everybody above you for 7 positions earns commissions.
Well, you know what I want in that score.
Well, I've got some good news about that, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to give you a teaser now, and that is that you can also get mine. You can buy master nodes, or you can sell master nodes, and if they are registered in the grid system, then you receive commission from that as well. But there's also something called a masternode share scheme. So if you know somebody who doesn't have $25,000, but they do want to have part of a masternode, maybe they've got $1,000, and this would interest you as well, chat. Maybe you got $20,000 or $10,000. You don't want to risk the farm, but you do want to have a slice of the action. Then you can get involved at that level as well. As little as $10 will get you into a masternode share scheme.
Cool.
I'll be talking all about this. I only mention it because I know you and Chet have already talked to us about masternodes. So I only mention it without too much explanation. But on Wednesday, I'll provide more explanation for all of this.
Okay. One other thing, just for the benefit of some people who might not know, you might want to explain your background with Lyndon and how it is that you got hooked into this in the first place.
Okay, well, Lyndon and I have been involved in various businesses for the last, I don't even want to think.
40.
How long ago? No, don't say 40, it's 38 years. Make me sound so old. Yeah. So,
Two, two
uh,
years difference.
yeah. So we gravitated in the same circles. We knew the same people. We were involved in one business, one particular business. I was involved for 20 years. He bailed out after 15 years. And we've been in and around the same circles. We know the same people. I had a land deal a while ago that I wanted some investment for. And so I phoned Lyndon, and Lyndon recommended 4 people to me that I also knew and I'd already contacted. So that was, a waste of a phone call. Lyndon and I are in touch with the guy who runs the Republic of Old Souls. Some of you know that. And Lyndon goes to visit him on a fairly regular basis as well. So it's a small world when you get into those rarefied circles. So yeah, we've been involved in we've known of each other. We've been working together on different things for a number of years. Some of you know that I was part of the management team for Veralio, and Veralio hasn't really worked out for us, which is why we've done the intelligent thing of putting it on hold. We've made sure nobody's lost any money, apart from the loss of trading, but they haven't lost the capital they've put in. Well, we're going to be able to move that for them to somewhere else, where they'll be able to take it out. So, yeah, so I worked with them on Veralio, and we've always promised to get BeepX going up and running again, because as the economy of Beep shops and Beep clubs takes off, which it kind of is starting to ramp up now, BeepX coin is going to go through the roof. And personally, I want to be a part of it, and I am a part of it. I looked at it and thought, why can't this work for Wealth Warriors? And the only thing that didn't fit was subscription. Wealth Warriors doesn't like to have a regular subscription. But then I thought, well, with a lot of our platforms, for example, use Bit Harvest, we all used to take a profit and we take some out and we buy back in with some more profit. And with things like BitNex, we're saying, well, this is my savings plan. I'm going to buy a new contract every month or every 3 months or every 6 months. That's my savings plan. So we're not against operating as if we have a subscription. It's just that this is more formal. You would want to have a subscription. You want to make sure that the subscription is kept up to date, because you don't want to be losing your position in the grid. You still maintain your mining that you purchased, but you would lose the commissions and the potential for future commissions. So I'm saying that as Wealth Warriors, that people that join BeepX Coin in other ways, they can do what they like. But as Wealth Warriors, we want to really make sure that we can make that commitment of $50 a month, because we don't want, this is going to be a part of our bigger portfolio. We don't want to be losing our position in that. If in BeepX Coin, it could affect things on the wider stage. So, Chet, obviously the sun's come out where you are. Come and say hi.
That's for sure. This new platform, as you know, we went ahead and made a presentation to Terry on that one, remember? To become a master node, remember?
Yes. Yes.
With Lyndon and yourself. For some reason, he has the money as a club, he can do that, and yet he's cautious. So I just want to make sure that I understand what a package is all about. What it basically is bifurcated. One is through personal signing up underneath you, right? That's one leverage. And the other leverage is picking up retail accounts, correct?
Now we're talking about masternodes here, are we?
Well, no, Master, I would just mention that we made that presentation to Terry and his group, and he decided not to go in with it because he was he's too conservative, okay? He doesn't have a risk bone in his body. That's what I'm saying. But in this case, in this presentation you made today, I would say this would be the golden standard for platforms. Don't you agree?
Uh, well, I agree. It's a great platform for us adding to Wealth Warriors, but I don't think it's what Terry's looking for. What I think we'll do, we've just redone the videos on the master nodes. I will send you some links to the new videos.
Okay.
Get Terry to watch those, and then I suggest that we get together with Terry and Lyndon,
Okay.
and we talk about either a master node share scheme or something like that.
Okay. So now going back to my question of a package, definition of a package is you get your leverage for compensation is through either signing ups and through picking up retail accounts, correct?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
What I mean by retail accounts is you go into a business and communicate this information to that business. If the owner picks it up and participates, is that a way of doing it, or is it just purely by adding additional people to your group?
I think I'm trying to think where you are confused about what I said. I think I mentioned Beep shops and Beep clubs earlier, and that's nothing to do with BeepX coin. That's part of the wider economy, but that's not, we're not involved in that with BeepX coin. With BeepX coin, all we do is we sign up, so we register one time, and then we pay $50 a month. Now, if you know some other people who want to earn some money from mining cryptocurrency, then register them under you in BeepX coin. If you know some people who want to build a team of people to make large commissions, then register them with you under BeepX coin.
Okay.
So the people taking on board the passive side of things must have a vision for the fact they're going to earn some Bitcoin. So they're going to earn some cryptocurrency now that in the future is going to be worth a lot of money, much more than they paid for it. So pay
Because of the X
$50.
coin, right? Because of the X coin going up.
BeepX coin, that's right. So that
Okay.
if you have vision for the fact that BeepX coin is going to increase in value, then they will earn 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the $50 it costs them to buy that package.
Okay.
But every month they buy a new package of 2 years of mining.
Now, what happens if a person lapses on making a payment on the $50 in a month?
If they, if they don't pay, then there's no commissions paid, and then they haven't purchased a new package. If they don't pay for 3 months, then they're removed from the grid. They still
Okay.
continue to earn their Beep coin because they have, they bought the packages, so they still have those, but they're not buying any new packages. And that's an interesting point because now you have a position become available. Okay, so I'm going to talk more about this on Wednesday. But let's suppose you've got a position become available just below you, and below that person there's 20 people. You might say to a good friend of yours, listen, I've got a position available for you. I can put you in at the top of a group of 20 people. On day one, you'll be earning commissions.
Oh, is that possible? Wow.
So you can position somebody, you can get somebody to register and you position them at the top of that group. So there's all sorts of criteria as well. BeepX coin wouldn't care if you do that or don't do that. What I would say is if you're relying on people heading up a team, then make sure they are able to do that. If they're just somebody who wants to get in and have some passive mining experience happening, then don't put them in charge of a team. You want somebody who knows how to look after a team.
But your motivation is
to pick up volume, right? And you're quite willing, once they have skin in the game, you're quite willing to put people underneath them to promote your volume, correct?
Yes, you've got to put people underneath them. That once you're 5 wide, your sixth one goes on the second line down somewhere.
So there's a limit on direct of 5 wide.
Yes, until you
Okay.
until you achieve certain things, then we'll give you an extra leg to work with. And then when you achieve certain things, we'll give you an extra leg to work with. But even if you only ever stick to 5 wide and you fill up your whole grid, you'll be making $1 million a month.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be on the Wednesday presentation for the compensation next week, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I look forward to seeing you there. And Sean, we'll
Yeah.
make this the last question, guys, if you're
Couple
happy.
questions. Can you join without paying? Like Chet, for example, I'm not sure he's gonna join without paying. Or I mean, how do you join? Do you have to pay to join, or can you just sign up without paying?
That's a
Like
good question.
if I want to pay and Chet doesn't pay, can I get going, or does Chet have to pay first?
I
Hey,
think
Sean, I'll pay. I'll pay. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So we have to subscribe. We don't have to subscribe. You can buy 1 month and then just say, "Hey, I don't want to work on this anymore. I want passively."
Yeah,
You can do that. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then if you want to say, well, I don't want to buy a package every month, which is
Right.
a subscription, you might say, I want to buy a bigger package every 3 or 4 months. When I got some
Right.
money, gonna put a few $100s in. So
Right. Right.
there are 2 or 3 different options for that.
Okay. And I read on Viralio, the Telegram channel, they're going to move people who were in Viralio over to Beepcoin.
No,
The bio
no, no,
credits.
no, that's not true. We're going to move the money that people have paid in
Okay. To what?
to uh, to Beepcoin.
Okay.
You don't have to be a subscriber in Beepcoin to get access to your coins.
Okay. How do we do that? That we need to get a wallet?
Yes, I'll find out the exact mechanism for you.
Okay.
But it's probably just a case of registering, not pay. So you've got you've registered, you've got a wallet, and then we put the coins in that wallet.
Okay. So if we put the coins in that wallet, they'll just sit there and they won't do anything then.
They won't do anything until we've got the liquidity to be able to offer you options to convert them to Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. That's all I had. Thanks.
Okay, well, just to preface that is bear in mind that the Viralio credits were always meant to be non-refundable, and we all agreed that based on the fact that Viralio hasn't performed the way that we wanted it to, let's do the decent thing and give back this money even though it's non-refundable. So yeah, just to give you an idea of the sort of people that are behind the project. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time and attention this evening. I appreciate it as ever. It's always great to spend time with you. And I'm going to be doing, in fact, I've done half of Wednesday's presentation already by answering some of these questions. But Wednesday's presentation is going to be pretty much exclusively on the more in-depth knowledge about BeepX coin. But meanwhile, register in BeepX coin, register back on the Wealth Warrior platform, and pardon me, get the word out to the people you've introduced. And I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll go to if you've got a bit of experience in registering, and then you can we can I can help you with different questions there. It'll be more meaningful than if I'm trying to tell you some abstract thing that doesn't mean anything to you. So
One quick question, Andy. Is that are the earnings compoundable on XP on the program?
yes, when you buy when you buy your first month subscription, that's going to
Yeah.
mine at a certain amount for the next 2 years. So when you buy your second package with your second month subscription, that's going to mine for 2 years as well. So in that sense, it's compounding. You're getting more and more and more. But it's not compounding in the traditional sense where the profits are being fed back in. With the commission system, it's a straight flat rate commission system. So that's not compoundable either. I can't think how we could have a system that compounds.
All right.
I guess the only thing you could do is, as you earn commissions, you could buy some additional packages.
Oh, through the earnings.
Yeah, so you earn $200 commission, for example, and you say, well, I'm now going to buy another $200 mining package. So that's kind of, it's not really compounding, but that's the only way I can see of doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so I was in the process of saying goodbye. So the most important thing is thank you for being with me. I do appreciate it. And I will look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday evening, same time, same channel. Bring some people along, particularly if you've explained to them about BeepX coin, the little bit of knowledge I've given you so far, and you want them to come along and get a lot more information. It will be pretty amazing. People who have built big teams in other organizations, what they hear on Wednesday is going to blow their socks off. It did mine. I didn't, I was very, very excited about it. I did the maths, as you can imagine, made sure it all added up. And yeah, it's a very exciting business, the commission side of BeepX coin. So guys, that's it. Have a wonderful start to your week. God bless. And I'll see you all on Wednesday, same time, same channel.
Have a good night.
Thank you. God bless.
Don't forget
Thank
me.
you.
Don't forget about me.
I won't. I'll send. Do you want me to send you a link, or should we just wait on here?
Just wait until everybody goes on.
Oh, okay. In which case, guys, if you mind, I'm going to stop the recording.